Hey Diva Dolls, this is Crystalchanel, and today I wanted to share with you guys basically some things to expect after getting vertical sleeve surgery. I get a lot of emails almost every day, a lot of comments on my Instagram. People always want to know, what to expect, or they're scared, or they're anxious. Now, it's normal. Like, if I could just only go back in time and record what I actually went through, I was terrified. So just being in the hospital overnight, just going under the anesthesia, just the thought of my body getting operated on by like a robot, because my surgery was done laparoscopically, so they didn't have to cut me open. But regardless, all of that, it's nerve-wracking. So everyone that comments or sends me messages who says they're nervous or scared, it is okay. Like, it is perfectly normal. Now, I do want to narrow this video topic down to what to expect right after vertical sleeve. Okay, so basically I have a list on my phone of some things you may go through while you have your VSG surgery as far as in your recovery stage. Recovery is most important. This is the stage where you're doubting yourself, you're questioning, what did I do? You're depressed because you're in the house, you can't eat. You may have responded with food to certain situations of being happy, being sad, being on your menstrual cycle if you're a lady. Like, all these things that were so common and secondary, like first nature, to you, are no more. So basically, recovery, you want to have nothing but supportive people around. You want to make sure that, you prep for it, meaning you go shopping to get what you need as far as your liquid diet. And I'll be making a separate video as far as your diet before surgery and after surgery. So you want to make sure you prep for your diet. But when it comes to how you feel, I get this question a lot through emails or comments on my Instagram, which, by the way, is crissythedoll. But yeah, I wanted to take time and just go over how you can feel. So I'm just going to jump right in. For me anyway, when I had the VSG surgery, from the first day after recovery, I was so fatigued. Like, I remember just standing up and going to the bathroom, like I felt so tired. So your energy level may be really low. When I had to go long distance, I'd make sure that someone was always with me the first 2 days, and they'll make sure I'm good, because I didn't really come downstairs a lot. I have stairs in my home, and I didn't really want to come downstairs too much because I was getting dizzy, things like that. So basically, don't be alarmed if you're fatigued. Just make sure you stay hydrated so you're not in the danger of the dehydration, which is another point on my list, is that it's really hard to get your liquids in. Like, you're going to be expected to still be on your liquid diet, so you need to have your liquid broth, you're going to need to have your beef broth for your food, but also they want you to have a certain amount of protein as far as from your shakes, and also maybe your Isopure juices, which I can't stand, by the way, like none of the flavors. But anyways, and when it comes to the water, like, they want you to drink. Nico, you gotta go outside. Come here. Come say hi to everybody. Come here. Where you at? Come here. Say hi. You over here giving me kisses. Thank you. Thank you, Nico. But basically, yeah, so you got to make sure you drink, because it's going to be so hard. Like, I'm talking about medicine caps. Like, you're going to be drinking medicine caps because it's in ounces, and you want to make sure you can track how many ounces you're drinking. And when I say it was so hard for me to drink even half of a medicine cap, I was like, wow, like, this is unbelievable. I'll legit try to drink half and get it all down, and then I feel so stuffed, like I just had 2 Thanksgiving dinner plates or something. So you gotta really try. What my nutritionist said was, even if you're not thirsty, just take a sip, because the idea is you keep sipping throughout the day, you're gonna eventually get your liquids down. If you don't, you're going to get dehydrated, and people end back up in a hospital. Like, you have to get hooked up to the IVs and go through treatment if you're dehydrated. Signs of dehydration include dizziness, lightheadedness, spots when you close your eyes, dry hands, dry lips, dry feet. yellowness sometimes with the eyes. Like, it's really important to stay hydrated, because if you get dehydrated, it can be dangerous, almost deadly. So be careful. Now, something I experienced was, you know, every time I stood up, I would be lightheaded and see black. Like, I was actually blacking out at times, and I tie that back to not getting enough water and not getting enough you know, liquids, like whether it's broth or whatnot, because I wasn't hungry. Like, I have alarms on my phone still to this day, 2 years out, like it was just 2 years on the 8th of October. But I have alarms to eat because I'm not hungry. So especially when you just get surgery, it's like you have these fake hunger pains where your stomach hurts and you think you're hungry, but you're really not, because you try to eat or drink and it's nothing. Like, you can get nothing down. But you got to be careful with the blacking out. I actually had to go back to the doctor. I didn't have to get hospitalized again, which is a good thing, but they warned me that I'm close to being dehydrated. They took my blood and all that, and I had to be really particular when it came to getting my liquids in. As far as the surgery, like afterwards, I had sharp gas pains. So get your Gas X. Like, I loved using the Gas X strips. I put them right on my tongue. It was like mint flavor, so it wasn't like a bad taste, and that helped tremendously, because during surgery they pump air into you somehow. I don't know why, but your body is trying to process it and get it back out. Even later down the line, when you start eating soft foods or hard foods, normal foods again, you want to be mindful of the foods that are like avocados or the foods like broccoli. You got to learn your body. Like, I didn't know broccoli gave me gas. Like, it might be TMI for y'all, but it's something I end up learning, because when you have gas and you have really small stomach, it becomes painful. It's like a sharp pain. Like, sometimes it feels like you're getting stabbed with a fork or something in like your stomach or your back. Sometimes gas pains can be so severe, my doctor did share with me, that it can even feel like you're having a heart attack. So gas pains, they are not abnormal. If you get them, don't be frightened. Just, you got to kind of breathe through it, or kind of shift your position if you're like sitting down or laying down. As far as the pain level, people ask me all the time, how was my pain? I don't believe I have a high threshold for pain. I honestly think I'm a sucker for it, but it never really hurt. Like, nothing that I can remember during surgery actually hurt. Everything was just uncomfortable. Everything, like every day, I was so relieved that I felt a little bit better each day, and I was just counting down the days for the next day. So I can honestly say that, I mean, it may be different for you, but I didn't experience pain. They gave me a big bottle of hydrocodone, and I didn't take but one sip the first night, because I don't know, I was just trying to stay asleep. I just wanted to stay, I wanted to stay asleep for the first 2 days. Like, I didn't want to get out of bed, leave my room, or anything. As far as the bandages, I didn't pull off the bandages from each one of my incisions, because I honestly didn't want to touch my stomach. I was scared. I just wanted to just be there. I wanted just to exist. I was almost depressed, to be honest, and I could talk about that in another video. For the first 2-3 days, my whole process was like, what did I do? Like, oh my God, what did I do? Like, I was sad. All my friends were still living life and going out, having fun, drinking, things like that, and I couldn't. So I'll get in detail about that in another video, but I just wanted to stay in my room, and I took showers, of course, and the way that I cleaned myself, I used antibacterial dial soap, so body wash, and I didn't soak my stomach in water. I try to just, you know, I took showers, the shower hit my back, and I rinsed the front, but I didn't get it submerged in water. So basically, for my bandages, I just let my bandages fall off. My doctor said, you know, you don't have to tear them off, just, you know, let them heal on their own. And I honestly think that helps with my healing as far as my scars are concerned. I'm considering showing you guys. I don't know, I might take a picture and insert it, but if I don't, I mean, hey, get over it. Just kidding. But no, my scars are pretty good. They're not even that noticeable. My stretch marks, I always tell people, are more noticeable than my VSG scars. And let's see, I think I hit all the nails on the dot so far. So basically, that's it. With VSG, it's something you got to decide on your own. It's a very personal decision. You shouldn't do it just because your friend did it and lost a lot of weight. You got to know that you got to be in it for the long run. There is no easy way out. Like, you have to be dedicated to the before diet, the after diet. You gotta understand you're gonna be going through some mental changes. You might get some depression, but it goes away. Like, at the end of the day, it'll all be worth it. Like, I'm 2 years out and I still, like right now, I ate some tacos earlier. I know I ate too much, but it just tastes so good. But anyways, it works. Like, people are like, you know, I don't know, like my sister lost weight on her own and she can eat as much as she wants, things like that. I still get stopped, but I love that I have something within me that helps me control my diet. So I'm happy that I've lost weight, and I'm happy that it's 2 years after and I'm still at a comfortable size. Now, I never got to my goal weight, which is 20 pounds away, but I got something coming up for that in November, so stay tuned. But that's about it. If you guys have any questions, I know sometimes I'm delayed in getting my responses to you, but I do check all my comments, all my emails. I'll hit you back. So that's it, y'all. I want to thank you as always for your support. If you have any questions, tag me on Instagram, which is crissythedoll, CRISSY the doll, or hit me up on my blog, which is crystalchanel.com. And that's it. As always, I want to say thank you so much, and stay fabulous and stay fierce. Bye. Nico, say bye. See, they're dark. They're really on trend for fall. I love it. So I've been wearing this lip for a while now. If you follow my Instagram, crissythedoll, then you may have already seen pictures, but I've been wearing dark lips pretty much since the end of Labor Day. This combination in particular is probably going to be